ladies with the style and the grace. Show some love to your sister. In the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. We about to put you up on game. QOC, you gotta know the name. Keep it real, you know ain't nothing changed. Set the standard, staying in our lane. Yep, that's what you thought. Taking the cost, taking no loss, keeping you up on what's happening. And now that I got your attention, let me mention this. In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down.
Let me tell you how it's going down. We are live in full effect. I know y'all ain't used to seeing the baddest, hottest crew out of D-Town on live, but we are here today representing all kinds of entrepreneurship. You're looking at black leadership, black excellence when it comes to In the Mix. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, we've been having technical difficulties since 1 o'clock. We were actually supposed to start at 1. So my apologies to that on behalf of, I can only, do so much on the technical side, but we are here in live in effect. We are missing one. That's Mr. Q Dog. But y'all already know, man, when it comes to it, we do it. You got Mr. Prime from Chocolate State of Mind. You got Old Soul for M4G Radio, one of the baddest local artists here that I have heard in a while. We're going to have fun with this today. It's going to be lighthearted. We're going to touch 1 or 2 topics. We're going to give you our spiel. We are wrapping up 25. And I've been watching my brothers that's on this platform move so gracefully, and I don't know if you're supposed to say gracefully for a man. Let me rephrase it. With so much authority in what they are and what they believe in, from Chocolate State of Mind movement to also releasing his album last night, to Q on the set, and just his growth in being a black man, period, and sharing his journey to the world of giving up extracurricular stuff. I let him go into that. But, just being the change man that he is, it's just exciting to see us do these things in the full effect that we're doing it in. Me and Prime was chopping it up in the barbershop yesterday, and then I watched also at his album release, and to see the love that was poured on him was just beautiful. And before we get into that, I just want to ask, I want my guys, first of all, to talk, and then I got a question for them. So, Mr. Prime, start it up.
Hey, just glad to be here on the platform. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you all the time, Egypt, for your hard work and your dedication to QOC and In the Mix show, and allowing me to come on and be a part of this growth in this great groundbreaking situation that I know we own. And to my boy Oso, it's been a pleasure being and doing what we're doing all of 2025, and getting to know you, coming through, chopping it up at the barbershop, and you know what I'm saying, and we sharing our minds on this platform. I'm just happy and appreciative of the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's always a chocolate state of mind, and that's what we're doing when we're doing this. To me, it's still a chocolate state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Because we're doing what we do for ourselves and helping, give our minds and our souls to the people out there in cyber world, and just showing love, man. So that's me, man. That's me, just ready to go into 2026 with a new mind and a new move, and time to upgrade, time to step the game up. You know what I'm saying?
Also.
Listen, I am tired.
You got to tell me.
We put in work last night at the album release, and really it was just the listening party, because the album really drops this Saturday. And so this was just the listening party for all of that. And so, look, my refrigerator is full of food. Folks left out of here, they had smiles on their faces. Everyone was happy. So for me, it was all about seeing the people happy. and getting a chance to network with people that they probably haven't had a chance to network with. So that was the most important thing for me, was making sure that everyone had a space to be able to do their thing and build with each other as, you know, as a collective. So 2026, we got to do more of that.
Yeah,
And
man.
look, I got 2 more albums coming after that. So.
Already.
It was a very good vibe. And I was actually waiting for Prime to come through the door. Cause man, Outfits give him a run for his money, lyric for lyric. We were gonna go. Let me just tell y'all, this how I felt this morning. If y'all looking at the wig and said, well, damn, Egypt, you posted pictures yesterday and you was cute as hell. Man, this is how I feel this morning. I can't, you not. I can't. This is Shirley.
Can I
Auntie is tired. I'm not even Thundercat, because I think that's my age group. I'm tired. I'm not built for it. But I had to show up and show love. And I told Prime that at the barbershop. When I tell y'all, I was leaving his shop and I had 30 minutes to get from his shop to my house to suit up and boot up for another recording that we had that ran 2 hours. And I was like, Lord, but my thing, and when we say this on the platform, that we want, it has to start at home. Love has to start at home. And that's what lately has been doing. And I love it. I love the feeling that we show up and we show out when we can for our brothers and sisters. And like Oso said, you opening up the platforms to people to have a voice and to just see something different, something light, something that's not always aggressive and clickbaiting and race baiting and feminine man baiting. We're not doing it over here. We giving y'all the truth, unbiased, a little fun, a little of this. I got some jokes from Prime. I can't wait till you see this. But this is just a clip what we did on last night. And then Auntie coming back and telling y'all that I almost went single last night.
Boy, we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night. I'm telling.
That's all I'm gonna say. We had. Where's the thing? Where are y'all doing the stick? We had a time last night. Mr. JD Diggs. I don't know how old the baby is. See, I have to call him a baby. He a grown man. But he walked me to the door, and he was so good looking that I turned back on around and sat down. And he did all that flirting and stuff. You can't do that to Auntie that's been put up for 4 years, because you sure figured to run out. You ain't got enough stamina, young man. But shout out to JD's out of Funky Town. He definitely did his thing. I really enjoyed his music. He had some stuff that was kind of on the Kendrick Lamar style. And then he had one song that kind of remind you of I Got Five on it. Like, he just had a good blend. He had positive. It wasn't ratchet. Wasn't nobody twerking and bopping around. Prime, it was old folks. I ain't gonna say old folks, but seasoned folks having good time. Yeah. And let's say, I was gonna beat up Oso, but his wife was protecting him because he was playing all the songs that we jam, and then he was, soon you get to rapping the favorite verse, he'd switch it up to something else. We went down there, man. We went down through there from Space Age Pimpin' to Five to Pimp C. I'm talking about, I promise you, like we back in the 90s chilling with no worries, man.
That's what's up.
No white ends. You didn't have to look over your shoulder. Yeah. It was a good vibe. Yeah. I know Oso was going to say something because he's like, Youngin after you. Younger was going to get a ride for his life. He wasn't ready for it. You had to sit entertaining. Miscellaneous Connie. Yeah, she cracked jokes about me being celibacy. If you're watching this, it's hard to be celibate. It is. I want to come off the porch. Trust me, I want to come off the porch. But for some reason, I don't know if Thundercat engine ain't cranking or what Prime say his daughter car won't start. I guess my battery dead. Hell, I don't know.
Now you focus. You focus, mama. You focus. You got something going on. That's what it is.
Man, I promise you, Prime. And if I lose focus, and this the thing, that's what me and another young lady was talking about, Miss Aqua. Miss Aqua from MTS. Shout out to you, because I know.
Shout out Aqua Bay. Yeah.
But we were talking about that. This my thing. Okay, so the question I'm gonna ask the two guys that are here today is, what are we leaving behind in 25 and pushing toward in 26. And we talked about this at Oh So Port. This I'm telling you, it was such a dope vibe. And I was telling the young lady, because she was like, Egypt, you not ugly, girl, you fine, da 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 da. And I was just like, but if I get distracted, I'm not only letting me down, I'm letting all of those down behind me that's part of QOC. And for what though? You know what I'm saying? For a quick thrill or a quick, you know what I'm saying? I can't lose focus on what we doing. We on such a grind factor right now that I can't lose sight of what we got. I don't know how to explain it. And I know it's hard because people be like, yeah, you still need to have fun too. My fun is knowing that everybody that's under me, that's connected to QOC, can still come on these platforms and talk. That I can collaborate with other folks and make bigger deals and bigger moves for us. And we're doing it. We just made another collaboration this week. Shout out to WSGR Radio under Mr. Michael Turner. We just locked that in. I mean, people are watching us and like, hey, I want to be a part of that. And it's just not one show they are in love with. It's the whole thing. They like, man, say, I watched all of y'all. And I like all of it. So I have to stay focused. And I'm talking to Prime. Prime overwhelmed me yesterday. He was like, hey, sis, we need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G in 26. And I'm just like, oh, well, if we do A and B, can we just keep, you know? But I like that excitement of like, I see it, sis. I see what you're doing. I know you can't do it all, but let's shoot for this, this, and this. And that's what we're doing. 26, y'all gonna see some new stuff from us. We're tightening up audio. We're tightening up video. We're making it do what it do. So when you see us being nominated for these awards, you know why. You know, it's just not us just showing up. We bring substance to the table, and that's what get us in the room. So, Prime, what we leaving behind in 25, man?
Man, we believe we leaving behind sucker ass niggas.
I knew it coming.
Yeah, we leaving behind suckers, man. Suckers. We leaving behind. We leaving behind.
No chaser.
When he said that, though, that's what I thought about. Look, y'all.
Yeah, you go. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my Capricorn brother. You know what I'm saying? But we leaving behind folks that ain't for us.
Yeah, man.
We leaving behind procrastination.
Jeez.
We leaving behind anything that's holding us down, that's not elevating us. We leaving that behind. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to pick up newness, man. Time to pick up the slack, pick up the pace and everything. But yeah, we leaving behind all of that sucker ass shit in 2025.
I promise you.
We leaving.
You get on the train or get off.
You feel me? So
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying? We leaving that shit behind, man. And we chugging forward, man.
Yes,
that's
sir.
what we do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we doing.
All right. Y'all heard it from Chocolate State of Mind. Now we got M4G, Mr. Original Soul, up on the stage as he usually takes. Gracefully, let's go. What we leaving behind? I'm scared to ask you.
I saw. Let me just say. I'm gonna show you what I saw last week, and this is gonna be what we need to leave behind in 2025. Just last week on social media, I saw a video where a lady was getting beat in a restaurant over cold fries.
What?
Just this morning, I saw a video of some YNs, and yeah, just like that. I saw a video this morning of some YNs in a clothing store fighting over Jordan 11s.
Oh my God.
What we need to leave behind in 2025 is all of this fighting over stupid stuff. Because think about this. We fight everywhere except where we can actually fight.
That part.
Why not go to a boxing ring or somewhere? Why not go to a wrestling ring or somewhere to go fight if you really want to fight? Because I see y'all square up, but y'all don't square up in a place where y'all can actually fight and actually get paid to do so.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We do the stupidest stuff and claim that we are defending ourselves. Yeah, we got to defend ourselves, but do it the right way. Go into 2026 with the mindset of, okay, I want to go about doing this the right way. Yeah, we want to defend everything, but when it's actually time to fight, nobody wants to fight. Everybody wants to tuck tail. Like, come on, y'all. It's like, okay, we fighting over Jordans. Jordan been paid and he don't even wear Jordans.
That part.
But you remember we used to kill over Jordans. I know we in that age group. Remember when Jordans used to hit? People was killing for that and the starter jackets. Y'all remember that?
I was just like, over starter jackets, over what else was it? It was something else we used to fight over. It's like, we are fighting over the stupidest stuff. But when it's time to fight, everybody just sitting back.
When it's time to fight for something that matters, then we stand back with our phone and we record and we put it, on social media. I want us to stop running to social media. While we on this, I actually saw a pastor that said that his church would no longer be live streaming their services. If you're not in the church, you won't see the church. And you know what? I agree with that. Because what are we seeing? We are seeing people falling and we laughing. We are seeing some of the craziest stuff that's happening at these church services, that we shouldn't be exposed to. Now, we know stuff happened in the church, but he was like, no. We're not gonna be part of that community anymore. What y'all think about that?
I disagree with it, because what if you can't get to the church and you still want to worship? 1, 2, it shouldn't be about the building. It should be about getting the word.
I really don't have a fight next. That's what he want to do. That's fine. I don't really trip on that. Do what you do on that part. I'm just about this sucker shit. So whatever this, we gonna leave all the sucker shit. That's my thing. Any sucker shit I ain't with. That's just how I go. Fuck it. Yeah.
And we can tell what Prime woke up on. And every time Prime talk, what I think about is when Cat Williams say, "Nigga, you banging on bacon." But that part, but I see a lot of people just saying, enough with the social media, enough with recording and not being a part of it. I'm with us all, man. We record like we'll talk about it later, but I'm hoping in 26 that something shifts and triggers where we do more than just talk, twerk, hate on each other, hold each other down, and kill each other. I'm praying for some kind of shift that where we can work together on something and leave something, man, to these youngins where they know that, we might have messed up in our young age too. Because see, that's what they repeated the cycle we did, and they took it to a whole nother level because the aunts and aunties didn't pull them to the side and say, hey, man, I did that, and we don't need to go that way. But the aunts and aunties want to keep holding those titles as baddies and I'm the bad B, and the uncles, I'm the OG. I'm not no unk. I'm an OG. And see, that's where it's at. Everybody want to be the same age, and we're lost, man. I'm praying. Grow the fuck up.
That's that sucker ass shit. That's what I'm talking about. All that sucker shit. And that's the type of shit. It all encompasses it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't want to grow up and be who they supposed to be. That back when we was coming up, our uncles were separated from the nieces and the nephews.
Yes, sir.
The aunties, grandmama and them wasn't partying with the daughters and the they wasn't kicking it like. So we done got jumbled all up and mixed all up. It's time to start getting that shit back straightened out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I say like 2026, it's time to start calling out the sucker shit. Call that shit out and let's put it on blast. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. And make people embarrassed and ashamed of being sucker on that sucker shit. Looking at damn food.
That people would be ashamed of stuff. Because things we used to be ashamed of.
Yeah, we're not ashamed no more. Right. We ain't ashamed of it no more. Our grandmamas and mamas used to be ashamed of coming out the house looking a certain kind of way.
Exactly.
They wouldn't do it. Now we don't say nothing about it. If you say something about it, you a sucker. Like, how the fuck am I a sucker for having standards? I got standards, and I want to see you have standards, but I can't say nothing to you or about it because you're gonna get mad at me and tell me I'm lame. Wow. So we need to start making start making people feel lame about what they do. You sagging your pants, you lame, homie. You lame. And especially
just like how Monique was they kept saying, oh, well, Monique is just talking because she see all these women walking in the stores with the bonnets on and stuff. Yeah. And now you start to see it and you be like, she had a point.
She had a fucking point. No, it was the truth.
Yeah.
It was the truth. You supposed to, your representation is all you got. When you come out the house, your presentation is important.
You see me put my head down.
Shit.
I ain't wearing no bunny, but I don't be my best.
That motherfucking bunny shit, that's stinky booty looking shit. That's gonna keep it real. That's what it is. If you at the store with a bonnet on, you look like your ass stink. That's what you look like, man. I'm just gonna keep it real, man.
So would you rather see this right here?
Yeah, I'd rather see that. I'd rather see that. I'd rather see that than you walking around with a big ass Chef Boyardee bag on your head. Is that what that shit look like?
That's just a click off. I think this was a wrong idea to go live.
I'm about to log out. I promise
you I was finna pull a Quincy and do this. Look.
Hey, ladies, quit walking out the house with that shit on. Because a man of standards, he looking at you like your ass stink. I'm keeping it real, baby. It's just what it is. A man like me, I'm not going to say nothing to you if I see you with that on your head because I'm feeling like your house dirty, your car dirty, your kids is bad as fuck. You just got up out the bed and you didn't do nothing to yourself because that motherfucking bag it's not supposed to pass the bathroom. You supposed to leave. Come on, man.
Hey, Prime, when I worked in grocery retail, we had a sign on the window that said no shirt, no shoes, no shirt. At 7 a.m., we had folks coming in the store, no shirt, no shoes, came in the store shopping like it's just okay.
Come on, man. You homeboys, you niggas with these goddamn pants sagging off you look like your ass stink, dog. You keeping it real, bro.
If they sagging that's probably what it is. They airing it out.
Yeah.
No, but this is what I saw. Somebody shared it with me, and it's crazy that y'all went to the sagging of the pants. And this I did not know. I knew it went back to penitentiary where it signaled to people that you were gay. But somebody sent me a story where this actually goes back to slavery.
Yes.
And when the master would rape the black man, he would make them sag their pants. So when they put them on the selling block, the other people that were buying them, if they were into, raping men or, they knew they would make the slave. Let me make sure I get this right. They would make the slave urinate or either do something to the back, defecate themselves, so the buyer would know that they were open back there.
So you had sex plantations back in the day, and you had them where they had some just boys, and they were starting them off as early as 5 and 6 years old, where they was taking them and they was treats and party favors. You know what I'm saying? So the shit go way back. Shit go way, please.
You see Quincy talking about please either drag and Chef Boyardee hat.
Yeah.
You might want to log out because we got something we fit to play on you, Mr. Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. Now, big facts though. That's one of the big things that we got to leave the bad standards behind in 2020.
Yeah, we need to know the history of this stuff too. While we out here glorifying it. Now I don't know where the bonnets come from. I know women back in the days used to wear the scarves. Then maybe didn't have the good grade of hair, whatever. But they were dignified too.
Let me give you just a quick history on that.
Okay.
Back in the 1800s, the white woman got mad about the black woman because the white men was showing attention to the black women because their hair was so beautiful. And they went and put in legislation for the black woman to cover her damn head up. And she started wearing scarves. So now you fast forward back into 2025, black women are covering their heads up with other people's hair and bonnets for nothing. It ain't even a law no more. And now we covering our heads up and we ain't combing our hair. So we are actually disgracing our ancestors who had to do it because it was a law. The whole ass white woman got mad. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got to change. And I'm going to tell you this. I know that this is a fact. We only doing these bad or having these bad standards because we do not know nothing about history. We don't know, man.
I'm not even going to read this out loud. Y'all see it.
Pull them britches up, dude. Tell them pull them britches up. And I'm not telling you to put it up to your navel, man. I'm just saying, don't show your ass, man. That's all.
I don't see why. I still don't understand why that is a trend. I have never it's not even cute. Even when it wasn't style, it wasn't cute to me. I never picked a dude. I never married. I never dated. I never was interested in a dude that's sad. Especially if your booty bigger than mine. And some of these boys is built up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at them like,
got that mama booty. Yeah,
I'm never forget. I'm like, some of these boys got hips and thighs. Dang, you got a BBL? What is that? Is that real?
Look, I'll never forget this. What happened, right?
Oh Lord.
I'm in high school, in Lincoln High School, right? They did 2 separate assemblies. One with all the boys, one with all the girls. The one with the boys was in the auditorium, and they just was going in about all the boys that's coming around and they sagging, wasn't wearing no belts or nothing like that. So the principal, the late great Dr. Napoleon B. Lewis, he came from behind the bleachers and he wears suits with the vest. He came from behind them bleachers with his pants sagging, and he's like, I want to show y'all just how bad it can get.
Yeah.
Everybody bust out laughing, but it made sense. Y'all look a fool with this style.
Yeah.
You sure right, Quincy?
Damn fool. Think about it though. We go back 30, 40 years ago. Our uncles and our granddaddies used to be sharp, bro.
Yeah.
Even if you go back to the plantation, them slaves, they would get the hand-me-downs and they would still try to look with some kind of dignity.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But now you free and you want to look a damn fool. So look at the psyche, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to change that shit, and we gotta make that shit shameful again.
That's the key. We gotta make it shameful where it's not. Yeah. I'm into the quarter zips. I am so attracted to a man with a quarter zip and some slacks. And I don't care what kind of shoes, whether you're doing the church, the bottoms, or the dunks. That is something, and Scooter is into it. And they actually have an era. They call them the quarter zip boys. And it's all these young boys at the middle school and high school. And I love it. I said, look at the shift coming. They're dressed up at the schools with the ties. No more. And they say Nike is losing so much money. Bite this. Peep this, y'all. They have started to make the quarter zips themselves because they want us, because we're the major buying population, to buy their stuff. And it's a black company. God, I wish I knew we were going to talk about this. The guy came on TikTok. He's actually has a black business that's creating these quarter zips at a cheaper price, and it's going to be black owned. Soon that hits, I'm going to share that with us. And, us that got sons or just the men on the platform, man, it's amazing to, like Prime said, to see us back with dignity to say, hey, let me tighten up a little bit, because I'm a grown woman. I don't want to see no 50-year-old unk in no tracksuit. I'm just saying it comes a time where we got to switch it up just a little bit. Come on now. Come on now.
We don't
ain't hitting none of the topics. We over here running.
And shout out Scooter. I saw him on video over there playing the piano in front of his
Beethoven.
Man,
young Beethoven.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell him nothing. He wore the whole 3-piece suit.
Say so he gonna be on one of the albums, dog, in a minute, man. Yeah. He did
whatever he want to do. He's what I love about QLC. He sees all, because you don't think, this is the thing, you don't think kids pay attention. That's why I said we have to be careful on these platforms. School, we could be riding down in the car, Scooter just shout out all the jingles. He know all the jingles for all the shows, not one, all of them. His favorites in the mix. I know why. It's the beat. That boom boom. When he hit the boom boom, he in it. Man, but he's impressed by. Oh, you went to Old Soul release party. Y'all know Scooter's my little cock blocker, so he don't like me to leave the house. But he know what Old Soul does. Oh, you Prime? Oh, Prime do this, Prime do that. Oh, Demond is the therapist. Like, he know what y'all do. And that matters. And I was telling Prime, I was really offended because, and I hope nobody watches this that knows what I'm talking about, but his instructors were gay. And I was telling Prime, I felt a certain type of way because they were that way. Because when I looked at the kids that they were teaching, they were young black boys like my son, and they are impressionable. And I'm going to tell you why they're impressionable. One of them is real kind of famous, and his stuff is on YouTube. Guess what Scooter does every day? He watches him every day. So what that's going to do, that's going to make him mimic that, because there's something about that he likes. And I was telling Prime, I felt some kind of way. I don't hate that person, but I don't know about you teaching my son. I really felt some type of way at these black boys that was looking up to this guy that's not a guy.
See, that's what it comes down to. That's what I was saying. We got to check shit. We got to start saying, put some checks and balances in. Say, man, hey, 2026, hey, you teaching these boys, hey, you not a girl, so don't be flamboyant in front of these boys, man. You can be what you want to be in your home and in your life, but you got to be always cognizant that you are teaching young boys, and we not trying to influence them to be what you are in your personal life.
Yeah, and that's what scares me.
And that's the same thing with all of us. Like, we all do something, say we drink, say we may smoke.
Yes.
That's something that you keep away from the kids, like they used to do a long time ago. They would keep their personal stuff. It would stay personal. Now everything is all out in the open, and the guys can be flamboyant. You smoking in front of your kids, you drinking in front of your. See, we didn't go through that. They would make us go to the room on stuff. They would make us not. My grandmama would throw and hit you in your face if you was watching her while she was on the phone. Y'all remember that?
We couldn't be you're right. We couldn't be around grown conversation.
Exactly. So,
but now we're dragging them in the conversation. What did you say? She said, "Baby."
Exactly.
We're dragging them right in.
We gotta stop that, man. We gotta.
And he was pretty. He was. When I say this man was pretty. He was pretty. He was a pretty. I don't even know what he was pretty, and he was built. I'm talking about. I would go under the knife to have his build. Yeah. And he a man. Let's just go there. And we're moving along, y'all. We've been going to a church funny before we hit this trending topic. But I thought of Prime. Here you go.
And you talk about I'm not cable. Okay, if I'm not cable, why pay my own rent then? If I'm not cable, why I put my name on my own disability check? If I'm not cable, why is I'm my own caregiver? Since we talk about caregiving, why is I'm my own payee?
Why I'm not capable?
Cable.
I'm done.
This nigga built like the letter S. You ain't gonna sit down.
Sesame Street, the letter S. And since it's Sunday, y'all peep this. Who in the heck? Don't text me while I'm somebody.
Might as well get comfortable.
Man, for real though, for real.
Wait a minute, I have clicked the wrong button. What in the
real.
They marching in? You remember when we used to go to church? Did you see his Frodo?
Did you see this boy with a donut with the cinnamon roll on the back of his head? Come on, man.
I couldn't have been there because they would have had to tote me out because I would have been on their roll. They probably thought I had the Holy Ghost, but I've been hollering. I've been stuck.
I would have walked out. I would have walked through their
I
line.
think that's why that guy was like, he wanted to stop the live streaming at his church. Because what image, what do you present when you present that to the world, though? For real.
Right.
And
right.
you could tell he's.
Yes, you can. Broke wrist, sit to piss.
And I know anything, and we're not going to twist it because I know the Bible said, "Come as you are." So we're not going to go there and say that you can't come, to get delivered or get, I'm not going there. But I think, like Prime say, some things we just shouldn't see. This was one of those Prime's examples.
Yeah.
I thought it was a funny clip, like they were pranking. No, it's a whole video out there, and they did that all the way to the choir.
What's the standard, man? That's my thing. Like the standards.
My daddy did not play that. If you were like that at my daddy's church, you couldn't sing in the choir. My daddy didn't know the choir director was like that, and when he found out, my dad was like, "Oh no, you got to sit down until you get delivered." And I know a lot of people gonna go against that, but my dad was old school Baptist.
I'm old school. We gonna sit on some newspaper. You gonna sit on some newspaper, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Made him sit down. I'm just saying.
Let me take you back in the day.
Egypt,
Let me take you back in the day. You remember back when they used to play, it was just the pastor, and all he did was preach at 6 o'clock in the morning on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna sit you on some newspaper. If you look at like that, you sitting on newspaper, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't leaking on my pews, man. You ain't leaking on my pews.
And moving right along to trending topics.
Let's talk trends.
A 15-year-old boy just shot and killed his ex-girlfriend's mother and 2 young siblings. Officers responded to reports of a shooting at an apartment complex around 5:45 on Tuesday. Inside, they found 39-year-old Jennifer Rodriguez, her 13-year-old daughter, and 9-year-old son, all deceased. And the person that did this was a 15-year-old boy who had a previous relationship with Rodriguez's 15-year-old daughter, who he planned to shoot outside of school, but then changed his mind and went to her apartment instead. And thankfully, that 15-year-old girl was physically unharmed, but her entire family was taken from her. The 15-year-old boy then ran away from the scene and was captured about 40 minutes later. That boy has been charged with capital murder and is being held at a youth center, and they haven't revealed an official motive, but many people are saying that it's most likely because the girl decided to break up with him, and that's why he did this. And the father of those children made a GoFundMe after losing them and his ex-wife, saying he is extremely heartbroken. Prayers to those poor victims. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
Right off. This
And
happened
see?
in Odessa, Texas.
And see, that is the reason why.
Yes, so we talked. I'm gonna pass this torch. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago in the mix when the little girl was raped by the. Let me not say rape. Let me switch it up because I don't want to get banned for what I'm gonna say. Great, because we have to watch what we say sometimes. By the 8, 9, and 10-year-old. Y'all remember we covered that story.
Mm-hmm.
Their mental, and Prime clearly broke it down that at the age they weren't mental on what they were doing, even though they did it, if that makes sense. So here we go, repeating this with a 15-year-old boy. Now, we don't know the family dynamic. We don't know if he had a father. We don't know if he had problems at home, but does not have the rationality to know that girls gonna go and come.
Mm-hmm.
So my first heartbreak, I'm gonna shoot you outside the school, but then I say, you know what? I'm gonna take this a step further. I'm going to kill your family. What in the world is going on? If we as parents, this is where, and this scared me because I'm like, oh Lord, some of our kids that have disabilities, my son has that. His comprehension is not where it needs to be. So I talk to him constantly about life issues and how to handle them. Now, I'm hoping he accepts that. And when he gets where he needs to talk to a man, I'm gonna hit Prime, I'm gonna hit Old Soul, I'm gonna hit Chris, I'm gonna hit the money. Hey, help! What do I do? What do I tell him? But when kids don't have a person to go to talk to, when the parents are too busy wrapped up in their life and we don't sit down and talk life, we get these kind of outcomes. This, y'all know, this is not the first one we done touched this year about these kids doing the most. They just had a big TikTok thing about what was the he, she, girl, la la. That was a big one. Her boyfriend killed her because he couldn't stop loving her, and he was embarrassed of loving him. Let's go there, loving him. So instead of separating with emotional intelligence, he took a life. All right, so go.
So dating in 2025 with these young people is totally different from when my great granny would tell me in 1985, you better court them books. That's all she would have said. You ain't got time to be thinking about no woman. You ain't got time to be thinking about no little girls and nothing like that. You better court those books. 2025 is a totally different dynamic because there's too much clear access to guns. And there's nobody to talk to these young folks about the dangers of all the stuff that they have access to. Social media, guns, and all of this stuff. Come on now, you got grandmothers that's age 30.
Yeah.
Who do they actually have that they can actually listen to and it be a positive influence?
Prime talked that in the beginning. We don't want to go back and act our age. We don't want to pass down the torch. We don't want to pass down the knowledge. We holding on to glory, our old glory. It's crazy.
That arm doesn't have that you know, like that says that mac and cheese is busting. You don't have that. You don't have that yet.
We under the knife.
Yeah.
I show my stomach. I got rolls, just like the Pillsbury boy. I got rolls. I got Tiger Thundercat over here. Got Tiger Moist Prime. Shit.
Come on, Prime.
Yeah.
I'm not fit to camouflage that. I don't. That's life. That's my life experience. If that makes sense. Why am I gonna be ashamed of that? I'm 49 with a kid. I'm tired. I'm old. I want to rub my feet in the bed and watch Golden Girls and eat chicken wings. That's life for me. I'm living the best life. I ain't going back and forth with you.
Well, that's an unfortunate situation with this young man. Very unfortunate with the family, and my prayers go out to them. But this is a clear case of mental issues. Definitely mental issues, entitlement, and something is wrong at the house. Something is definitely wrong at the house. These kids they have a warped reality these days.
Yes.
And a lot of it is from music. A lot of it is from, and I can tell by the way he dresses what kind of music he listens to.
Yeah.
I can tell that he has possibly no, he does have a bad disposition because, you know, went and off this family because of a girl breaking up with you. And you're 15 years old, acting like this is the end of your life.
Jesus.
Because a girl dissed you or whatever. And I have a son, and I have talked to my son forever about girls and having your heart broken because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen multiple times possibly in life.
Yeah.
So you have to understand, and this is why I always tell people. I tell grown people here in my barbershop, man, we got to quit acting like people is ours. Like, that's my girl. That's my man. No. It's not your girl. It's not your man. That's not your possession. They're just with you until they not with you. That's what it is. And that's the reality of life. And I learned that through my divorce and going through, like, these people can choose to be with you whenever they want to be, or they can choose not to be with you, and that is their choice, and they're not yours. We got to clear that up. A lot of people walk around in these relationships and they thinking, hey, that's my girl. Nobody, no, it's not your girl, man. Whenever she chooses to move on, she can. and you should move on too. Go in your closet, cry, lay on your bed, wet your pillow up, and after you get through with that, get up and start at it again, man. It's another girl out there that you could talk to. But it's obvious that nobody's talking to this young man or has talked to him. And like also said, these kids have too much access to firearms, man. Too much.
But then too, Prime, you also have to think, be kids. Why not be kids instead of thinking about getting in a relationship and you 15 years old?
We have to watch. See, the thing is this: social media has made these kids move rapid warp speed in life.
GTA.
They're moving warp speed in life. It's stuff that we never came in contact with until we got to a certain age, till we got grown. It's some stuff. But these kids now, you can go by at the click of a button, they can come in access to grown stuff and give themselves, and your brain is not ready to process these things. So we got, as parents, it go back to parenting at the end of the day. Parenting. We got to get back to good parenting, solid parenting. And like I was talking about this last night at my sister's house, we got to be real with ourselves in society. Parenting has slid. That means we need parenting classes. We need a lot of.
You're not lying.
We need a lot of.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something. The classes is not gonna do no good if you don't want to be a parent. If you're still trying to live the club life instead of realizing that's over when you have a child, we have to understand what happens when we become mothers and fathers. That's where the disconnect comes. Like my life, I'm not saying my life is over. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm never gonna date, but I know like we talked at the beginning of the show, and Prime said I can't be distracted. I have a son that's dependent on me. So if I'm out in the club and I get shot and they got to bury me because I was in the club instead of being at home, what does that signal to him as he grows? Because in the back of his head, he might grow up and say, well, if mama was at home instead of in the club, this wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful when we are parents. So parenting class can only go. So I need the big mamas and the grandmas, if they're still living in existence, put together a podcast. I would fund it on QOC. I would promote the heck out of it. I'm talking about the real big mamas, not the ones that's on here, the sexy granny. I'm talking about the real ones, like Brandon said, with the arms like you can make potato salad and mac and cheese. Get you a podcast and QOC will fund it, because we need them women to pour into us young girls to tell us how to be successful in a marriage, how to shut our mouth and know when to talk and when not to talk. And then we need these grandpas to tell them men, hey, man, don't fight that fight. Let her have it. Let her have it, bro. Let her have it. Happy wife. You know, it ain't about happy wife, happy life, because it's a boundary between the black man and wife. So now we ain't got them people no more. So guess what? We fighting against each other. Because now the black man want to be this way. The black woman want to be this way. And then the black woman saying, well, we don't need y'all. And then the black man saying, well, we just going to run through you. And then when we don't want to run through you, we're going on to the other race. And then we're going to show you that we can be the man you said we couldn't be. Leading into this next topic we fixed to talk about. We got to get back. We've been saying this on In the Mix so long. We got to get back to family dynamics. That's the only way this going to work. Us that's in this 40 group, man, say we done did it. I listened to that music last night and I'm like, oh, what I was doing when they were playing. I wasn't a good girl. If we're gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I pour into this platform, hey, don't do that, sis. We ain't the Cardi B's, we ain't the era of Nicki. They don't represent and dictate what the black woman is. That's not us. We are loving, caring, and nurturing.
That's the part that needs to be explained and ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be ashamed of the Cardi. When you 40-some years old and you chilling to a Cardi B, what does that say to you? Say about us. What does that say? Like, Cardi ain't saying nothing good. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, we keeping it real. Yeah, I know the beats.
I don't cook. I don't clean.
Come on now. I know. But you know what though? The bad image has become, like you said earlier, we done made that seem like it's cool.
We love
That's fly for me to be a bad bitch. It's fly for me to be a thug. I said to my partner back a couple years ago, I was like, man, what's up? I seen him. I like, what's going on with you, bro? And he said, man, shit, I'm just thugging. I said, what? Bro, you just thugging? No, I mean, I'm just chilling. No, just say you chilling. Don't say you thugging, bro. Words mean stuff, man. What is that? But we don't start getting cool with being slouchy in our ways. Standards is ridiculous. Like we were saying a little earlier. We got to check our fucking self, man. And with us checking us, then we start checking our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, before you say something, also let me just thank everybody that's in this chat, from Michael D. Turner to some of the new ones, and all the people I see you watching on this other side. Shout out to y'all. This is one of our live shows. We don't do these often because we usually do them pre-recorded, but we want to do our spiel on what we're leaving behind in 25, a couple trending topics, and then of course you see that we're stuck on what we believe in, which is accountability, growth, and healing. And we can't do none of that. And I was even on Michael D. Turner's show yesterday morning, and it's a church show, but we talked about you have to go back to the foundation, which is the home. Even if we're going to be spiritual for a little bit, even the prodigal son had to go back home and get his mind reset to move forward. And I'm going to leave the spiritual side alone because I know I got some people that don't really believe in that, but y'all know where I stand on that. But I'm just going to say that until we come back to say, hey, we got a problem. And until us older people, because we're in this old group that's on the stage, say, hey, we got a serious problem. We need to talk to our age group because it's us that's still out here, y'all. If you turn on the news, we are getting killed more than the YNs. Why? Because we're in places we shouldn't be. Why are you there in the deep element instead at the house? Why are you messing with the little young girls instead at home?
Let me give you another.
Let
me give you another stat. Did y'all know that women 40 plus are having babies at a larger rate than the teenage girls?
Don't do that.
No, I'm serious. Females are over 40. That's 40 plus are having babies at a larger rate than the teenage girls.
And what did I tell you? He told me that statistic in the barbershop also, and then he gonna look over at me.
You have 40.
49. The well, I'm gonna do a barber analogy. The well is dry. She dry. I'm celibate, but if I was still in action, I know how to dismount. I'm not doing. Scooter has grayed all of my hair. They're not even gray. They're white. I can't even cover them with dye. I have no energy. I'm rolling on fumes. I don't have no money. I'm tired. Now, maybe if I were married and with a good husband, maybe. But right now, ain't no way. You got me. I'm going to be at the geriatrics doctor and the prenup. Oh, no.
Come on now.
I'm on blood pressure pills and prenatals. Come on
now. Come on now. No. So this is just, it goes back to them standards, man. I got a partner. He's 53 years old. He got a 6-month-old.
He need to be out in the field. He needs
See
to
what
be
I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like we got to start thinking like, wait a minute, man. And your kids already grown. Now you just started over again. Come on.
But the Bible say be fruitful and multiply.
Now that's for us, not for y'all. No,
I just need some of the multiplication to kind of slow down because they building all these apartment complexes and getting rid of all the land. It ain't nowhere for the water to go when it floods.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Moving on, y'all. I do have a good story that it was real sad in the beginning, but it turned out to be real, real positive at the end. And I love this for us. Because y'all know the media usually spins us in a bad light. And right after this, fake news came out and said a whole bunch of more stuff, and it wasn't even that. Again, we need to watch where we're getting our information from and if it's credible before we start listening. And then we're going to end our show on, after we do this topic here, on The Reckoning, the P. Diddy documentary. Me and Prime had a conversation about it yesterday. And we're not talking about what was in it, what he did, we all know that. We done covered that on In the Mix. But the concept behind the whole building of that documentary, we're going to talk about a little bit. And that's going to pretty much be our show for today. But this was a good story I wanted to share with you guys.
A 15-year-old boy just shot and killed his ex.
Not that one. Hold on.
Developing tonight, video that's gone viral showing a Detroit man walking a 6-year-old girl 10 blocks to school after finding her walking by herself. But what's the story behind that video?
That's 36-year-old Detroit resident Joshua Threat on Facebook Live Monday morning when he noticed a little girl with no hat, no gloves, walking alone in the cold.
She was walking up 14th. She was walking up 14, going to school down there. Almost 10 blocks away. If I was cold, I definitely know she was cold.
Joshua, a father himself, says he would do whatever he needed to do to make sure the 6-year-old got to her school. When Joshua and the little girl arrived at the school, he said he made sure to tell staff at the front door exactly what happened, and that's when he broke down into tears.
She probably scared because she was walking for about 10 blocks.
Where your sister?
She probably scared. So many people just pulled up on that little girl. I'm so happy I saved her.
Thank you, baby. God gonna bless you too.
I'm so happy I saved her.
Yeah.
Joshua says he spoke with the little girl's father after the video went viral.
It was like we had a good, nice man-to-man talk.
I'm gonna say this. That was
That's sad. That's sad.
That was sad, but prime.
Damn.
And also think how this could have went though.
Mhm.
That child could have got, and he said, this is the heartbreaking part. He said cars were slowing down to try to get this child. She could have been abducted, kidnapped, raped. And she was so cute. Oh my, I cried. And I think the most heartening thing about this, the black man still has compassion. In a world where we say the black man can't be vulnerable, they can't provide, they can't protect, this young king stood up against the odds and did what they said that we don't do. And he broke. He cried profusely, bumped the world. You know what I'm saying? This is a father. He could have took off and did something. The backstory to this, y'all, and then I'm gonna pass it to my guys. Because I see Prime over there emotional. The backstory is the mom has 5 other kids. She's a single mom working. I don't think the dad is involved in the life. So the 2 kids were supposed to walk to school together. And some kind of way, the little one got separated from the bigger kid. Well, you know, the mama probably had a fit. But the mom did not know anything till after this incident happened. So that's why she was walking to school. The kids were actually, the 2 kids that go to that school were supposed to walk together and didn't. Oh, Prime. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the emotions. Yes.
Go to Soul first. Go to Soul first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Don't
I
do
saw
it, Stone.
this,
Don't make me cry. I got my tissue though.
nah, when I saw this, my first thought was, okay, I hope that this guy is not gonna do anything crazy, because that's the first thing that a lot of us think. Okay, well, here's this guy. What's about to happen? And there's this little girl walking behind him. We don't know what to think, but he's doing the right thing in trying to make sure that she gets somewhere safe. I also thought, okay, well, where are the parents at? Why is this even a thing right now? You 6 and you walking. I remember when I got left and thinking, I was 8 years old. Same thing happened to me. I usually would always get picked up by the same person, same time every day after school. Well, this person this time was late. So I'm thinking, okay, well, what do I do? Do I take off? Do I go back to the house? What do I do? So I started running to the house, not knowing that this person was just late. But anything could have happened. And when I finally got picked up, it was my grandmother that picked me up. And she was like, don't leave because someone is coming and they're coming to get you. You're safe. You're okay. But you know, anything could have happened. And that's the same situation with this little girl. It's like anything could have happened, and all of these cars passing by. Like, this is the society that we live in now. Like, anything can happen.
All right, Prime, you ready?
Say, man, like Soul said, we done all been there. I don't know what about you, East, but I done been there where, you know, like you said, Mama done showed up. She was showing up late, but you didn't know she was coming late.
Yeah.
So you sitting there waiting. I done been at the boys' club, and I was the last one. You know what I'm saying? And the janitor, I'm there with the janitor, and he done cleaned up, and the lights is going out. Now I'm outside, and the janitor trying to stay around, and he got to the point like, man, I can't wait no more. But so I'm sitting there by myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm waiting on my mama, and I ain't knowing what happened, but I'm sitting there waiting on my mama. I'm scared. So I'm looking at that little girl, and she little too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a blizzard going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking blizzard. And I'm looking at that little girl. That shit broke my fucking heart, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that dude. I appreciate that dude like a
Yeah.
brother. And this is what I want to say. All you women that got something to say about us men, always talking down, always talking about how we ain't this and how we ain't that. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking like that. Because it's more men like that than it is bad.
Yeah.
It's more men like that. Because I would have did the same damn thing. I would have took that baby and I would have made sure she was safe. I would have made sure she got what she needed to get.
Mm-hmm.
I do this every day. I drive buses part-time and I deal with these kids every day, and I love each and every one of them. I make sure that they safe. I make sure your kid get home and to school every day.
Mm-hmm.
I come to work hurting sometimes. I come to work and I got stuff that's on my mind, but I make sure your kids get home every day safely, every day. So quit talking down on the black man. That black man did the best thing he could ever do in life. He's a blessing. He was a blessing to a child. He was a blessing to that child.
I promise.
Say, man,
It's all the
Man.
negative. It's all the negative ones that make it bad for the ones that's trying to do right.
Let me tell you, and I love the way Prime just hit that, but what I like about this, I've never seen Prime emotional. Prime is my hook on the team. I would say that of the men. You other men, y'all are my brothers. But he brings aggression, a little bit more aggression. So to see him in that spot that he's in right now is doing something to my heartstrings, because most of the men that I deal with are like Prime, that aggressive like. So, and we think that y'all don't care. We think that y'all are not capable of having feelings. So to see a father, which is Prime, and you also sit here and say, man, go speechless, speaks volume. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's what you can't say. And y'all are definitely doing it in this show. And I'm going to tell you, I don't have anything to say about the black man. Even though Scooter father is not nowhere in the picture. Nowhere. I'm talking about he's never tried to pick up the phone to even check to see if this child is still alive, and Scooter's a junior. That broke me to see this black man do that. And what I like about it, because Prime, he could have drove her. He had a car, but he let her continue to walk because he didn't want that baby to feel more fearful than what she already was. That is the most selfless act of love I have seen in a man. Scratch anybody donating money and all of that and Tyler. This was the most beautiful, I think, end of the year story I have seen in a while. Let me tell you what this man did. And this where Prime gonna really, he just bring his aggression back now. He didn't call the mother. He found the father. Hey, I want your child to school today. Is it something, you need help? He didn't downplay this brother. He didn't call him out his name. He didn't call him a sucker. He didn't do da-da-da. He said, hey, say, brother, is it something I can help you with? Because he approached that situation like that, guess what? That other black man couldn't be on defense. He told him, hey, you know, me and her not together. I'm not for sure what's going on in the home. I know she's doing, and he didn't even downplay the mom. He said, I know she's doing the best she can. Guess what this man done did? He didn't start a GoFundMe so he can get the money, because he was concerned about the other kids too, because we're talking about 5 more kids at home now, right?
Mm-hmm.
This man has designated a drop-off location. He talked to the mother after talking to the father. You see the order of that? He got all the kids' size, what they need, what they don't have. He had put a list out with a designated drop. You can have it mailed, shipped, or you could bring it. That's their Christmas. How much more can we do? That's why I say you got to love the black man. Prime said it. It's more good. We just see the bad because that's all that is shown to us.
Yeah.
This made me believe in love again. I'm not gonna lie. Dang, this brother did what? Yes. And he didn't stop there. He picked up the phone. I need to find the daddy. I need to find out the problem. He did a see some move. Let me find out how I can help. What's going on? And then he helped. He just didn't stop there, man. That is, man, okay.
Great story. Great story.
Say,
Great story.
yeah, we ain't even gonna stay on this 50 Cent that long because we over our time, but 50 Cent did a documentary on it's called The Reckoning. Let me find the we're not even gonna play clips on it because I don't want to end it on nothing bad and nothing negative. This is on Netflix, y'all. This boy has broken down in episodes of how terrible this man is, which we all know. Now the beef is between him, 50 Cent, and Marlon, because Marlon comment was, I don't think we should continue to kick Diddy while he's down. He came back and said he's not defending Diddy. He's not giving him no freeway of all the bad stuff he done, but it shouldn't be us doing a documentary to hurt us. Me and Prime talked about this in the shop. I agree with that. And Prime said he's like, man, the other race is gonna do it. It's money. But 50 said the same thing. Everybody did, and it's no problem. But I do it. It's a problem. Okay. I want Prime to explain why it's a problem, because he broke it down to me yesterday, and y'all got to listen to this side.
Well, because one, white people gonna do it because, like Sis said, they gonna always, perpetuate our horribleness, our bad to ourselves. They're gonna push it out there to us so that we can be against ourselves. Mm-hmm. But when a black man do it, it's worse. It's worse. Now, like Marlon say, I'm not taking up for Diddy. We all know Diddy is a horrible person or whatnot. But when the last time you seen Surviving Weinstein? We ain't seen that. When the last time you seen Surviving Trump? Surviving any of these people, man? They don't put their stuff. When the last time you seen Surviving El Chapo? He killed he took out a whole lot of his own people, but you don't see that because they don't perpetuate their bad in the media like we do. We take and we stand on the worst part of ourselves, and we like to charade it out and laugh at it and thinking we cool by doing that. To me, 50 Cent, he's doing more bad than he's doing good by doing that. Am I saying that I'm down with Puff? Hell no. But I'm not down with that either, because as I looked at it a couple times and I just kept looking at it and I'm like, you know what? This ain't doing good for us. This ain't doing good for nobody. This ain't helping nobody. So why we keep perpetuating this, man? We already know he bad. So what we need to do is just don't mess with him. Hit his pockets. Make sure he can't do what he do again or did again. Just make sure. That's all. Just police ourselves better. But that ain't doing nothing good at all. That ain't doing nothing but showing that we can make money at our detriment. That's all that is. It's tearing us down more.
I wanted you to share that. I wanted you to share that because that needs to be heard of why we're saying that. What you think also, him coming behind doing this?
Well, I haven't really indulged in any of the documentary yet.
I did. I watched 2 minutes
might
of it
at some
and I cut
point.
it off.
Yeah, I might at some point this week, but it's like I already know 50 Cent's pedigree. I already know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
50 is gonna 50 because that's
Yeah.
who he is. He wants, it's like he wants to exploit your shortcomings.
Yeah.
He is notorious for that. You see how he's done with Ja Rule. So here comes Marlon Wayans, and he's saying, "Oh, I don't really think this is the greatest idea for someone to do." And now it's a back and forth between them. Well, it's like he's only pointing out what everyone else is probably thinking. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
We already know what Diddy is all about. We're not gonna fool with Diddy like that anymore. And he's doing time for that situation. Oh well.
That part. That's where I just wanted to see if we all were on the same kind of page when it came to that. Quincy, money is the root of all evil. Some people do anything for paper. 50 is one. Oh yeah, and he's known. I don't want to say shot 50 times, and but you
know what? You know what though, Egypt? Real talk though. I got a question. While y'all was talking, I was thinking, when the last time we seen 50 do something positive?
We haven't. Without going back, he'll put money behind tearing you down.
When the last time we seen 50 say, "Man, you know what? I come from the streets, and it was bad out there. Let me put together a campaign, fund a campaign to clean the streets."
Nope.
Well, you know what? You know what though? By him not doing that, he's staying alive. Nipsey Hussle tried to do the same thing where he was, and what happened to him?
Yeah, but you know what?
It seems like the ones that's doing the positive things, they don't stick around.
But you know what?
That's mad behind.
But you know what though? I'm gonna be real with you. Nipsey, people like Nipsey, you right. But Nipsey went out there without his bodyguards and went down there because he felt like, man, the people love me. So I'm gonna go down here. Sometimes you can get yourself killed, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get yourself killed by being naive. So 50 Cent, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm in 50 Cent's situation, and maybe that's why I'm not there, but if I'm in 50 Cent's situation and I'm on this grand stage, I got all this money, I got all these resources, I'm actually ready to die to clean my streets. I'm ready. So come get me. But guess what? I'm gonna have protection around me. People that's gonna protect me, and I'm gonna protect myself so that I won't get killed. But why not? Why? If everybody talking about they Christian and they believe in Jesus and all that, then you shouldn't be scared to die for the best for doing the right thing. Yeah, for doing the right thing. Come on, man. So, but you'll do that. You can die just like this. Puff sent your funeral flowers, dog. So that means he mad. That means he might want to do something to you. So you want to die about that? You want to die doing this? Or would you rather die trying to clean up your streets and save your people? I would rather die.
I remember sitting on a stage with Minister Farrakhan in 2004 when he spoke to the student body in 2004 for reparations, right? And so while he was speaking, whenever he would say something that he felt like would, get the crowd's attention, and they would start applauding and cheering, the NOI was in front of the stage, and they would stand up whenever he said something that was like that got the crowd excited. They stood up as if to say, "Okay, if something pop out, this is about to go down."
So my point, that's to my point right there, exactly what I'm talking about. If you gonna try to come get me for cleaning up my streets and I'm 50 Cent, I done already assembled the Nation of Islam. I got my own people around me that's ready to go for me cleaning up my streets. But you ain't doing that, dog. You rather put your life in jeopardy of tearing down another brother more than he's already getting torn down. He's already getting torn down. They don't need your help.
Yeah.
Why is you doing that? Why is you doing that, fam? You for money? For now, and it's crazy because all of these black platforms are opening up for him to speak and to talk about.
Oh yeah, Sherry Shepherd. I had the clips, and I don't even feel like running down through there. Sherry Shepherd, he'd have been on ABC, and Now, people are coming out of the woodwork saying, yeah, he did this to me. Yeah, I got receipts. Okay, well, y'all should did that during the trial. We don't want to hear it. That man is ready to come home. It is what it is. He a bad person. He pays one part over here. If he don't change his ways, we know he going to pay for it again when we leave here. That's how I feel about it. I don't want to hear no more about P. Diddy. I'm going to be honest. We got other big issues besides P. Diddy and his money and his parties. Because none of us was on that list for a party. Even if we wanted to decline it, we was not on the list. So let's move forward. We got bigger fish to fry. We got other stuff going on. Yeah,
we got standards to talk about, like we talked about earlier. That's the bigger part, and that encompasses Puff. That encompasses all of these bad stuff that we got going on. Let's clean our standards. That's what we need to be focusing on, man. Like 50 Cent, to me, he can do a hell of a lot more than that. That you can do better than that, 50. That's how I feel. You can do way better than that, bro. I'm actually disappointed at you with this low vibrational ass shit. That's low vibration.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what women do. That's what he's doing is what women do. I'm gonna say that. I never saw my brothers move like that, and I'm a girl of 6. I've never seen my brothers move like that. When men talk about other men, that's women characteristics. I'm not saying men don't do it.
That's
but
feminine.
To that extent, where we make videos and subliminals, those are woman traits. That's what feminine. We as women do. It's not a good look for a black man.
It's not a good look.
He had that much money, and he paid millions making this documentary. And like Prime said, he could have took that and did something else. But guess what? We backing him because we on Netflix watching everything he putting out. So he getting that back and some to tear down our image and our culture again. And we that's why he play the clips.
You ain't thinking about that man kids. You ain't thinking about that man, his mom, the people, the extended family. You ain't thinking about none of them folks.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like he already getting his whooping. He getting his whooping. And if those folks that's in that documentary want to get at him, they can. They don't got it. So I'm like, what? Oh, 50. You could have did a better documentary. Go through New York and show the bad of your community, and like this is where we finna start cleaning up, y'all. Why you didn't do a documentary like that?
Yeah,
I do you one better, Prime. Why isn't he talking about what he personally did to him? Did he do something personally to him? Why he ain't talking about that?
We know.
Because he embarrassed, because it was his girl, his baby mama. She was getting paid to have sex with Diddy too. Come on now. So it's really a personal thing with you with this. This is personal.
And I'm gonna leave it right there. We have given you guys an hour plus of our time on Sunday. I know this is reserved to a lot of people that go to church and do the other things, but those that are still joining, because I'm looking at the numbers going up, we appreciate it. Go back and catch this episode. I think I must say this is one of our best shows because it shows the vulnerable side of us. And we got a comment I'm gonna read, but it definitely shows the vulnerable side of the men on this platform. Where y'all, that tugs in my heart. Okay, let's see. We as believers, we don't die. We just transition. The fight between the force of darkness is real. More songs for the Black community. We need to band together as a community, not for any other purpose, but to build, establish. And if the fight is on because we won't change it, then let it begin. Oh, you sound like Prime. Mr. Turner, that is our new collaboration.
Because he's a Turner.
Network. Yeah.
We Turners. I'm a Turner, big dog. I'm a Turner. We got that Turner blood in us, man. That's what that is.
Well, Prime, you are late to the party because he was included and added on the group chat yesterday. I know you worked late, so you probably ain't went through the chat, but this is Mr. Michael Turner. That is part of the QOC collaboration mix that just gave that comment. And sent stars to the show on today. I don't know what that is. I know it's some kind of money things, but we'll figure it out because hey. But much appreciation, Quincy. See some sorry I missed, but I'm still in y'all Congratulations also on your album release party. Love y'all, love us. Yeah, that is cute, dog. It is actually 4 of us. We are.
Hey, let me do this for Q real quick.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, girl, I missed it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We got the war together, bro. Yes, sir. We all do. We all on the same. Oh, since Q want to talk, hold on. See, I was trying to be good.
What we are right now, I didn't give it $40.
Technically, no kill a vampire.
They done put the Switchblade, the Virgin Vampire Slayer. Switchblade, get your ass out there and go do something, man.
I gotta play.
Not die? Man, get him, baby.
Let's go, witch.
What the
fuck? Dead bitch strength.
She is strong and she got that kung fu grip. That coochie is fire.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Y'all, I will share this link to anybody that wants to see this movie. When I tell you this boy had me rolling trying to fight this vampire, I said, what kind of knockout vampire slayer, Abigail, Twilight movie? That Q is a fool, y'all. He is one of the local great actors here out of Dallas, and he is part of In the Mix too. Veteran, thank you for your service, sir, as well as a stand-up guy and partners with Mr. Prime here with CSUM, and just he just affiliated with all of us, and we love him. He's a new addition. So when he's not on set, he is here. Oh, he mad now. Look. Teach you to comment. I'll teach you. I was trying to be nice and wrap the show, but again, okay, I'm wrapping the show because we stretching and then Prime got stuff and Oso got stuff. Hey, y'all, thank you for tuning in. This week we do have Cooking with Chef D. Will be spinning off her second episode this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I believe it's her signature cooking of the candy yams, if I'm not mistaken. Also, no, hers is Tuesday, y'all, at 7 o'clock. We got the finale show of Womanhood that is airing on tomorrow. Man, say, I got a woman out of New York that showed up yesterday and showed out on this show, along with another young lady that's here. That might be recurring host for the QOC. So we still adding to the roster, y'all. God is good. God is good. God is good. Look out for 26. We're still shaping up In the Mix. I know me and Prime had started something this year with In the Mix, and then we kind of fell off. But we're gonna start back with the spotlights on certain artists, whether it's musical, poetry, whatever. Spotlight people that's doing positive things. I know Q got another young black guy that's doing something good in the city too that he dropped by that we're gonna try to hit next year. That's it from Egypt. I love y'all very much. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna let Prime end us out, but also thank you again, love, for the invite. It was so good to represent you for the QOC. Thank you for all the work you do to keep our sounds good, to keep us in algorithm, to keep us our heads bobbing. Everything you do is appreciated, and I want you to give my flowers to you. While you're here into Prime, I'm gonna give my flowers to you, because every time I think about giving up, you always give me something else to look forward to and some kind of hope. And you always pour into me when I need to be poured into. Both of you guys do. But yesterday was a conversation that made me feel like we can go a little harder and a little stronger. And that's what I need. And see, that's what the woman needs. See, y'all think we don't need y'all. Y'all think we don't need y'all? That CEO title don't mean nothing. I told Prime Minister yesterday, it don't mean nothing. I don't see it all. I don't know it all. And I am so humbly to say that. I can say that. I can honestly say, Egypt don't know. If Prime gonna take the ring or something, I told him yesterday, take it. Come back, tell me what we need to do, and I'm gonna sign off on it. I don't know. Also, such and such. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. We're gonna go. I don't know it all. It's a collective thing. I love QLC. I love my family. And y'all showed up today because I saw y'all here. So shout out to all y'all that watched, man. Also, you go Prime, you end us. Oh, wait a minute. I got a funny. And then also you come in. After this funny, I'm not gonna talk. You just come in and then also, Prime, you end us.
You alright, bro? Bro, you alright?
Is he alright? No. Man. And put the whole head to the back of the head. You see that? How you alright?
You alright?
I had to play it again in case y'all didn't see it. All right, also.
He ain't all right, but you know what?
He ain't all right. He said, yeah, he's twisting his hair to the back.
But look, let's not go into 2026 like that, dude.
Yeah, nah.
Let's not go into 2026 like that. We came into 2025 like that. Let's not do that in 2026.
Let's not slide into 26.
Look,
Yeah.
let's do better. Let's be better. Let's get back on our fitness. Let's start eating right, doing right, living right, and just trying to be better than we were yesterday. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm piggyback off of my bro Soul, man. Hey, it's time to step it up, everybody. I'm talking about black folk especially. Time to step it up, man. Time to stop being slouchy. It's time to shame that shit. It's time to step it up. In 2026, let's step in the thing with style. Let's step in the thing. Let's be sharp. Let's get sharper. You know what I'm saying? Let's get stronger. Let's grow in our grace. Let's grow in our aggression to do better. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, also, y'all, to the world for my empathy for that child. I couldn't do nothing but leap for that baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, y'all not used to seeing that with me, but for the babies, oh man, I'm a sucker for the babies. I love the kids. So, we got to do better with our kids. Parents, we got to step up. We got to step up, man. We got to be parents. You know what I'm saying? Nobody telling you to lose your life or put your life and don't live. But we saying these babies, when you have these babies, they are your life first.
Yes,
your
sir.
life, your personal life, all that stuff, that come behind them kids. And so we got to be a better example. Fathers, step up. Black men, step up. Please. You know what I'm saying? Cut out the shenanigans, man. Cut out trying to be young, man. And step up and be a dad, be an uncle, be a grandfather, be what you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Mama, you know what I'm saying? You already know. I know it's hard out here, black woman. I know. But, baby, you got to step it up, too. You got to step it up. Ask for help. Ask for help. It's time for the community again. It's time to stop talking about the hood and start bringing back the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. This is all a chocolate state of mind. That's what this is the encompass of the chocolate state of mind is doing better for the black community. Let's get our standards back, y'all, because that was the basis of this show, was about standards. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. That's all I got.
And y'all have heard it from In the Mix. We will catch y'all next time. I don't know if it's going to be in this year, but if it's not, then you know we will be live and in effect in 2026. We love y'all. We out.
In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix, in the mix,
it's a QLC thing.
Mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix.